You ignored the quiet one. You laughed because they didn't speak. You thought silence meant fear, but silence doesn't mean weakness. Sometimes silence means restraint, and when restrained pain finally breaks loose, it changes everything. People are walking this earth right now who don't need attention. They don't post every move. They don't announce every goal. They don't scream for recognition. But inside them, a storm is forming. See, the world misunderstands silent people. People think because you're calm, you're soft. Because you don't argue, you're weak. Because you stay to yourself, you lack confidence. No. Some people are silent because life has forced them into deep reflection. Some people became quiet after betrayal, after rejection, after being underestimated for years. And eventually, that pain transforms into discipline, into focus, into power. That's the dark power of silent people. Let me tell you something most people will never understand. Noise is easy. Anybody can talk. Anybody can make promises. Anybody can pretend to be strong when life is comfortable. But silent people, they learn in darkness. While everybody else is explaining themselves, they are observing, watching, studying, adapting. They notice everything. They notice fake energy. They notice disrespect. They notice weakness in systems. They notice lies hidden behind smiles. Because silence sharpens awareness, and awareness becomes power. The silent person has usually suffered more than most people know. That quietness, it didn't come from nowhere. It came from disappointment, from trusting the wrong people, from being overlooked, from realizing nobody was coming to save them. So they stopped talking about their dreams and started working in silence. That's where transformation begins. Not in applause, not in motivation videos, in isolation. In early mornings, nobody sees. In pain, nobody claps for. In discipline without witnesses. That's where monsters are built. See, loud people burn energy proving themselves. Silent people conserve energy building themselves. There's a difference. One seeks attention, the other seeks evolution. And evolution always wins in the long run because the world is addicted to appearances. But reality respects results. The silent person becomes dangerous when they stop needing recognition. That's the moment everything changes because now they are free. Free from approval, free from validation, free from fear of judgment. And a person with nothing to prove becomes unstoppable. Think about it. The moment you stop explaining yourself, you reclaim power. The moment you stop arguing with people committed to misunderstanding you, you reclaim energy. The moment you stop announcing your next move, you become unpredictable. And unpredictability is power. People fear what they cannot read. That's why silent people make others uncomfortable, because silence creates mystery. You don't know what they are thinking. You don't know their limits. You don't know how much pain they can tolerate. And pain tolerance changes everything, because life is not won by the most talented. It's won by the person who can suffer longer. The one who can keep going after motivation dies. The one who can operate under pressure. The one who can endure loneliness without collapsing. Silent people learn endurance early. They've spent years fighting internal battles nobody applauded. So external pressure, that's nothing new to them. Let's talk about emotional control. Weak people react immediately. Strong people pause. Silent people understand something powerful. Every reaction costs energy. So instead of exploding, they calculate. Instead of arguing, they execute. Instead of revenge through words, they use success as revenge. That's dangerous. Because while everybody else is distracted emotionally, the silent person is building strategically, brick by brick, rep by rep, day by day, quietly becoming somebody nobody can ignore. There's a reason some of the strongest individuals move in silence, because real growth is ugly. It's painful. It's repetitive. It's lonely. And most people quit before transformation happens. But silent people, they've already learned how to survive loneliness. They know how to sit with discomfort. That's why they can outlast others. You know what creates extraordinary humans? Suffering handled correctly. Not comfort, not convenience, not praise, pressure. And silent people carry pressure differently. They internalize it, process it, convert it. Pain becomes fuel. Humiliation becomes motivation. Rejection becomes obsession. That's why you should never underestimate someone who has mastered silence, because they've likely mastered suffering too. The world celebrates charisma, but history respects resilience. The strongest souls are often quiet because they've seen too much. They don't need to dominate conversations. They don't need to impress strangers. They know who they are, and self-awareness is lethal. A person who truly knows themselves becomes difficult to manipulate because they no longer chase identity from outside sources. They built identity through hardship. Listen carefully. Silence is not absence. Silence is preparation. A lion doesn't announce every hunt. A storm doesn't ask permission before destruction. And a disciplined human being doesn't need constant recognition to become powerful. Some of you watching this have spent your whole lives being underestimated. People overlooked you, ignored you, doubted you. Good. Use it. Let their disrespect sharpen you. Let their laughter strengthen you. Because one day the same people who ignored your silence will witness your transformation. And they won't understand how it happened. They won't see the sacrifices, the sleepless nights, the mental warfare. They'll only see the outcome. That's the beauty of silent work. It shocks people. The loud world cannot comprehend quiet discipline because most people need immediate rewards. Silent people understand delayed gratification. They know greatness takes time, and time plus discipline creates separation, massive separation. Everybody wants to look strong. Very few want to become strong, because becoming strong requires suffering intentionally. It requires facing yourself honestly, your excuses, your laziness, your fear, your weakness. Silent people spend years confronting themselves internally. That internal battle builds mental armor. And mental armor is more important than talent. You know what breaks most people? Not pain, meaningless pain. But silent people create meaning from suffering. They tell themselves, this pain is building me. And when pain gains purpose, humans become incredibly dangerous. The strongest revenge is not destruction, it's elevation. Become so disciplined, so focused, so mentally unbreakable, that your existence forces people to reevaluate how they treated you. That's power. Now listen carefully. This is where everything changes, because inspiration means nothing without action. If you truly want to unlock the dark power inside you, you need to embrace silence differently. First, stop announcing your goals. Most people destroy momentum by talking too much. Every time you speak without action, your brain feels false accomplishment. Stay quiet, work harder, move in silence. Let results speak violently. Second, learn to sit alone. This generation is terrified of isolation. Constant scrolling, constant noise, constant distraction. But silence reveals truth. When you sit alone long enough, you meet yourself, your fears, your insecurities, your potential. Most people run from that meeting. You cannot, because the strongest version of you is hidden behind discomfort. Third, train your mind to endure, not for minutes, for years. Anybody can stay motivated for one day. Can you stay disciplined when nobody supports you? Can you keep working when results are invisible? Can you suffer without applause? That's where greatness separates itself. Fourth, control your emotions. Your emotions are either weapons or weaknesses. If every insult controls you, you are owned. If every setback destroys your focus, you are fragile. Silent people develop emotional endurance, not because life was easy, because life forced them to adapt. You must do the same. Fifth, turn pain into performance. Every betrayal, every rejection, every failure, use it. Channel it into growth, into workouts, into discipline, into skill, into mastery. Do not waste suffering. That pain costs you something. Extract value from it. Sixth, disappear for a while. Not forever, but long enough to rebuild yourself. Long enough to sharpen your mind, strengthen your body, clarify your purpose. The world is full of distracted people. Focus alone gives you an advantage. Seventh, become obsessed with self-respect, not ego. Self-respect. There's a difference. Ego screams. Self-respect stays grounded. Self-respect means keeping promises to yourself, even when nobody is watching, especially when nobody is watching, because discipline is the purest form of self-love. Eighth, study your weaknesses honestly, not emotionally, objectively. Where are you soft? Where do you quit? Where do you lie to yourself? Attack those areas relentlessly. Growth begins where excuses end. Ninth, stop seeking sympathy. The world does not reward excuses. It rewards execution. Your trauma is real. Your pain is real. But eventually, healing requires responsibility. And responsibility creates power. 10th, become mentally difficult to kill. Life will test you repeatedly. Financial pressure, heartbreak, loneliness, failure. You need a mind stronger than circumstances. Build that mind daily, not through comfort, through challenge. Wake up earlier, train harder, study longer, push beyond convenience, because every difficult decision strengthens identity, and identity controls destiny. The silent person who masters discipline becomes terrifying, because now they have focus without distraction, pain tolerance without complaint, confidence without arrogance, and power without needing attention. That combination is rare, and rare people change the world. I need you to hear this deeply. Your silence was never your weakness. It was training. Every lonely night trained you. Every betrayal trained you. Every moment you felt invisible, it trained you. Life was preparing you for a level that most people cannot survive. You are not behind. You are being built. While others chase validation, you are developing endurance. While others wasted energy proving themselves, you were learning discipline. While others collapse under pressure, you are adapting to pain. And one day, all that hidden suffering will produce visible power. You will walk differently, think differently, operate differently. Not because life became easier, because you became stronger. The world will feel your presence before you even speak. That's what happens when a person survives darkness without losing purpose. You are becoming somebody difficult to break, difficult to intimidate, difficult to stop. The pain did not destroy you. It educated you. The loneliness did not bury you. It revealed you. The struggle did not weaken you. It forged you. And now it's time to rise, not loudly, not emotionally, but relentlessly, silently, powerfully. Let them underestimate you. Let them doubt you. Let them laugh while you build in the dark. Because when your moment finally arrives, you won't need revenge. Your transformation will speak for itself. And when that day comes, they will finally understand the dangerous power of a silent person. If this message reached something deep inside you, don't ignore it. Use it. Starting today, move differently. Protect your energy. Discipline your mind. Master your emotions. Work in silence. And let the world hear your results, not your words.